is an illusion made real.
Come, child. Drink deep the waters of life. Your sanity is not...
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile.
Where's the patch notes? Where's the patch notes? Where's the patch notes? All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna TTS because I don't want to read all of this shit, dude. Wait, it's not working. Wait, it's not
Content
working.
update 3.26.0, Path of Exile, Secrets of the Atlas. Secrets of the Atlas. Tiers into different realities within the Atlas have begun to appear. The originator of these realities has entangled themselves within the very fabric of the Atlas, and they're now trapped. Track down the source of the tiers and uncover the secrets within. You will meet Egan, a man of mysterious heritage trying to discover his origins. In his quest, Egan has been investigating these distortions of reality, occasionally catching glimpses of a young girl through the rifts. In the Atlas you will encounter threads of consciousness, a strange thread-like substance that appears near the tiers. By using a powerful gauntlet of his own making, Egan is able to create a link to these memory threads and open portals to them. Working with Egan, you must step through and find Xana, or whatever remains of her. The areas you are asked to investigate are not your typical maps. They're influenced by the memories of Xana herself and have manifested dangerous threats. Influence monsters are imbued with memory petals. Defeat them and absorb their power to unleash it for yourself as a special ability during combat. As you defeat the boss of each map along the thread, you are presented with an altar that applies a modifier to the remaining maps in the thread. These modifiers accumulate as you dive deeper into a memory. The final map in each thread is a true challenge, affected by all of the previous modifiers selected at each altar, and guarded by a powerful boss. Each of these bosses are familiar, but dreamlike, drawn from Xana's memories and warped by the Atlas into something very different and terrifying. Defeat these warped memory bosses, and dive deeper into the memory rifts to encounter the most significant of Xana's memories, manifested into 3 new pinnacle bosses. For more information about this expansion, check out pathofexile.com/secrets.
Don't you guys think this is like really, really crazy? Did you see the altars? I feel like the altars are gonna be like massive juice, bro. If you get like 8 or 9 altars by the end of your last map, it's going to be like insane, bro. It is gonna be such a crazy league. And then you know what the funniest part about this is? Like everybody's gonna go on the last map and they're gonna think of the last map juice, and then people are gonna complain why they don't get why every map isn't like the last map. That's gonna be the crazy part.
New content and features. Added a new intelligence, dexterity support gem, focus channeling. Supports channeling spells you cast yourself, significantly empowering the damage of supported skills the longer they are cast, while also increasing their cost the longer they are cast. Cannot modify the skills of minions. Introduce the Shaper's Exalted Orb, which adds Shaper influence and a new Shaper modifier to a rare item.
Nana?
Introduce the Elder's Exalted Orb, which adds Elder influence and a new Elder modifier to a rare item. Introduce the Orb of Remembrance, which randomizes the number of memory strands on a normal equipment item. Introduce the Orb of Unraveling, which consumes all memory strands on an item to attempt to upgrade the tier of explicit modifiers based on the number memory strands consumed.
This one is so crazy.
Introduce the Orb of Intention, which modifies a memory influence map, causing items found to have more memory strands, but fewer items drop. Added over 20 new uniques, some of which can only be obtained by dueling mercenaries. Added 5 new Divination cards. You can now pause the game by opening the menu or any full-screen interface like the passive skill tree. You will also be paused if any lag is detected, or if you disconnect. Some content, mainly pinnacle boss fights, will apply the temporal interference debuff to you, which prevents the game from being paused. The Rogue Harbor can now be accessed through a pin on the world map after you have traveled there once. Alternatively, you can use the heist chat command in town and hideout areas. The maximum number of players in a single instance of the Rogue Harbor has been halved. A message is now output to chat whenever the nameless seer or a reflecting mist spawns randomly in a map.
Damn.
Guild officers may now cancel unaccepted invitations to the guild. Continue to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environments.
This is like crazy. There's a new support gem, focus channeling, supports channeling skills. You cast yourself, significantly empowering the damage of the supported skill. The longer they are cast. What is really good with this? Like Blight, Stormburst? No, Divine Ire is bullshit. Divine Ire sucks. You wouldn't want to use this for Warb. Warb you always want to move around. Tendrils you don't hold down either. Scorching Ray, Stormburst, Blight. There's no way you're holding down Flame Blast forever. That's terrible. Maybe for Ignite, but like Flame Blast for Ignite sucks though. You want to always use Vaal Flame Blast. This thing could be used for a lot of things, but it takes so much mana though. Man, it's always a man. Dude, this one is the sick one, right? Introduced Orb of Unraveling, which consumes all memory strands on an item to attempt to upgrade their explicit modifiers. That means if you find like an item that has like all like T3 mods and it has high memory thing, you just slam this on and you get like some like insane item. That's so nuts, dude. I feel like that's so nuts. And it's like gonna be like super really, really good. Even if you just get like, if you just try to annul the shitty mods off until you get like 4 or 5, or you get like 3 or 4 like T3 mods or T2 mods and you just slam this on to get like all T1 mods, that'd be insane. Yeah, it's probably really rare. This is like actual insanity. Won't it be expensive? Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the prices are going to be, but I think this one is really, really good. This one is really good too. Memory strands look really crazy. Do you think they just showed 2 T1 mods from like a 97 like memory strand thing? Or do you think the actual chance of getting T1 mods from I'll bet you it's based on like item weights. I'll bet you like stuff like Merciless is still like giga rare and you just can't get it.
Endgame Changes. Players can no longer gain or lose experience in the following areas: absence of mercy and empathy, absence of patience and wisdom, absence of symmetry and harmony, absence of value and meaning, crux of nothingness, eye of the storm, polaric void, seething chime, the sacred grove, the shaper's realm, and the maven's crucible. Atlas memories have been removed. Existing items will be deleted upon logging in, and existing memories on your Atlas have been removed. Introduce some new red tier Kirak missions that you might recognize from previous
Atlas memories have been removed. Existing items will be deleted upon logging in. Does that mean like all the standard like beast hoarders all got destroyed? They all lost like thousands of divines? That's insane. But here's the other thing. How the fuck are they gonna craft mirrored items with no vultures? Are vultures not gonna exist? Oh, wait, you have to get them from, that's insane. That means the market for these are going to be like fucking like, wait, this is kind of smart actually by Mark. You know what he just did? He made them sort of untradeable. So everybody's gonna get money from them if they do them. And then you can't like multi-box them anymore as easily. It's like an okay change. It's definitely an okay change. Yeah, Kirak maps are definitely worth re-rolling now. That is true. It made scouting reports not worthless either, right? Yeah, Kirak really did need a buff. So he buffed Kirak and removed all that bullshit like selling freaking and like, I don't know, multi-boxing beasts. Well, you can still multi-box beasts, right? With this. It's gonna be really hard to put groups together for this though. It's actually kind of degenerate still because of multi-boxing and how that exists. But you're never gonna stop those guys anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right? Cool. Nice little tidbits of changes.
Atlas passive tree changes. Atlas passive skills that provide additional chance for your maps to contain a master or extra content that can be turned off through Atlas passives now also cause scarabs in your maps to have an increased chance to be scarabs of that type of extra content. The Ruthless Atlas passive tree is not affected by this change.
What?
The Intelligence Gathering Notable Atlas passive has been replaced
insane.
with the new Lethal Extraction Notable, which causes executing Immortal Syndicate members in your maps to grant intelligence to their current division equal to 2 times their rank. The Straight and Narrow Notable Atlas passive has been replaced with the new Miner's Strike Notable, which prevents ore deposits and Kalgarin scarabs from appearing in your maps. Added 2 Atlas memory clusters to the Atlas passive tree, including the following notable passive skills. Traumatic Experience, 80% reduced chance for memory threads to lead towards the incarnation of dread. Remembered Kindness, 80% reduced chance for memory threads to lead towards the incarnation of neglect. Educated Upbringing, 80% reduced chance for memory threads to lead towards the incarnation of fear. Grasp the Past, the number of memory strands on equipment items found in your maps has a 50% chance to be lucky.
Isn't this mandatory? This note is so good. It's like 100% mandatory. There's no way you don't click this. It's like, it's insane. Yeah, I think that one is probably going to get changed, right? Because it's like, you might as well, like, who's not going to take that?
Settlers added to the core game. After almost a year of building, Johan is finally satisfied with the upgrades made to King's March, and now its services can be used to their full effect. Settlers of Kalgor has been added to the core game, but there will be no more town building. Gold can drop from slain monsters, which will be used for paying workers' wages, as well as passive skill tree respecialization and purchasing items from the black market at a number of NPCs throughout Rakelast. The currency exchange will also be returning. You will first encounter Faustus in Lion's Watch in Act 6, who can help facilitate trades. Upon reaching the endgame, Johan will invite you to King's March. In maps you'll start to find different ore veins, which Calgarin workers can mine for you. Send this ore, or crops grown in the town, to Karui and Calgarin ports in return for rewards. By shipping items to Karui ports you can receive tattoos, which can be used on your passive skill tree to change what they provide you. By shipping items to Calgarin ports you can receive rune grafts, a new passive skill tree mechanic that replaces the run-as-nothing service previously provided in the town. These are similar to tattoos, but instead of applying to a passive skill they apply to an allocated passive mastery skill. Isla has continued to make modifications on the recombinator. You are able to decide which modifiers on the two items you input into the recombinator you would like to try to merge together, with a chance of success displayed to you. This new method of recombinating can result in the items being destroyed. Isla's previous method of recombinating is still available if you prefer to leave it up to fate, combining two items randomly, with no risk of destroying your items, though this is the less predictable method. Introduce the Calgarin Scarab of Abundance, which causes an area to contain an additional ore deposit. Introduce the Calgarin Scarab of Guarded Riches, which causes monsters guarding ore deposits in an area to be at least magic. Introduce the Calgarin Scarab of Refinement, which causes ore deposits in area to grant smelted bars instead of marking ore.
Man, so I feel like what Mark said in that interview is I think he's going to use rune graphs to like buff like archetypes that are not good. I feel like is what he was trying to say, because you can't really, like we talked about this the other day, right? You can't really buff like Coldot at its core too much, or it's just gonna run over the game and whatever. And then, but if he puts an item to buff that archetype, like after, it's kind of like fine because you first have to get the item first. But yeah, I saw the global defenses one. It's kind of like some of them are like really, really good, like really, really good. So, I mean, the trigger one, like 20% chance for like your cooldowns to be reset. It's kind of nice too, right? It's like definitely some off meta stuff. We'll definitely use that.
Added 4 Settlers of Calgo clusters to the Atlas passive tree, including the following notable passive skills. Prospector's Luck. Your maps have plus 20% chance to contain ore deposits. Yield upon Yield. Your maps with ore deposits have 50% increased chance to contain 2 ore deposits. Fortune's Favor. Ore deposits in your maps are more likely to be rarer varieties. Lost in Transit. 10% chance for ore deposits in your maps to be replaced by lost shipments. Crimson Infusion. Crimson Iron ore deposits in your maps are guarded by 2 additional corrupted growths. 100% increased chance for ore deposits found in your maps to be Crimson Iron. Amber Infusion. Petrified Amber ore deposits in your maps take 25% reduced damage. 100% increased chance for ore deposits found in your maps to be Petrified Amber. Verisium Infusion. Verisium ore deposits in your maps can be channeled on for 30% longer. 100% increased chance for ore deposits found in your maps to be Verisium. Orichalcum Infusion. Buffs granted by Orichalcum ore deposits in your maps have 100% increased duration. 100% increased chance for ore deposits found in your maps to be Orichalcum. Bismuth Infusion. Bismuth ore deposits in your maps have 30% chance to add an additional modifier to monsters they affect. 100% increased chance for ore deposits found in your maps to be bismuth. Added a new Atlas passive keystone, Refiner's Bargain. Equipment items with rarity dropped by possessed monsters in your maps have 25% chance to be converted to thaumaturgic dust. Sulfite found in your maps is granted as a random ore instead at 25% of the value. Life Force found in your maps is granted as a random crop instead at 300% of the value. Some other Atlas passive skills have moved location to make space for the new clusters and keystone added. There are now 5 job rankings for King's March workers, previously 10. Adjusted banana to more closely match the size of the Calgarin version. Move the lamppost in King's March.
Okay, so I have a few things to say. Number one, I know they reduced the jobs. Can we change the names of the King's March workers? Because some of them are borderline offensive.
Kathleen Rue. You can't make this shit up. What the fuck is that name? But also, how is another guy fucking dying? But what is that fucking name? Of course it died, bro. I guess it was just another fucking Ruetoo bait build.
And I have a big problem with them. I need those names changed because that's offensive. Number two, this looks kind of nuts. Additional modifiers, that's kind of good for juice. The other ones are like whatever. What is a lost shipment? Is that kind of crazy? What if you can get Like, are we talking about mere shard shipments? Or are we talking about, like, alteration orbs? Because this could be kind of crazy too, right? I mean, if this is good, I'll bet you there's some map where they're, like, the ores are kind of, like, placed in like, places you can get to really fast, and, like, all can go ore builds are gonna be born if this is really good. This can't be that good, right? Like, imagine if you just Mesa and you just dash to the ore and then you're getting, like, all of this loot. That'd be fucking kind of crazy, dude. I know it's 10%, but if it's really good, it's kind of worth doing. Glacier? Yeah, Glacier. Glacier is definitely one of those maps to have, like, all of that stuff, right? Other than that, like, none of this stuff really looks super interesting. Unless I'm crazy. Does anybody want to channel the Verisium for 30% longer so you get the dudes that come out and push your shit in? I don't think I want to do that. Even with endgame builds, those things are they freaking do so much damage, man. I don't know about that. That shit is pretty mean. Remember Raggle had his freaking, like, Titanic character? And the freaking spider bitch just got spawned. He one-shotted his, like, endgame hardcore character? Like 180k max hit, just like dunk.
Betrayal Rework. The Mastermind boss fight is now separate from the Betrayal Safehouse mechanic, and defeating the boss no longer resets the state of the Immortal Syndicate.
This is a really
We've
good
added a
change.
new Syndicate Medallion fragment which can be used to travel to the Mastermind's lair. This fragment has a chance to drop from Safehouse leaders at high levels. The Mastermind boss fight has been improved, now with significantly fewer immunity phases and new rewards. The Mastermind's lair cannot be accessed if you have not unlocked the endgame. The veiled modifiers on the Mastermind's unique items are now able to unveil some new modifiers that are exclusive to these uniques. Katarina, Master of Undeath, can now drop Wall Flame Embers. These new map fragments can add packs of monsters in maps with different types of special monsters. These special monster packs have unusual properties, compositions, or rewards. All flame embers can be placed in your map device like scarabs, and used in conjunction with scarabs to further customize your maps. Katarina, Master of Undeath, no longer drops rare veiled items with exclusive modifiers. These are now exclusive to the unique items she can drop. She instead now drops rare double veiled items. The amount of Safehouse intelligence obtained from choices made after defeating Immortal Syndicate members has been lowered. The time taken to reach a Safehouse is overall longer than before. Once you get your hands on a Safehouse leader, your only option now is to execute them. Welp, no love lost there, let me tell ya.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I guarantee you one of the top strats is going to come from Katarina this league. Like, it's almost like ensured that an all-flame member is going to break the game in terms of loot. So is Katarina farming just going to be, like, kind of insane? And does everyone need to set up, like, grab or some, like, or some sort of, like, betrayal strat? Man, whoever has a good betrayal video, they're about to get a bunch of views on YouTube, because I feel like this is about to be mandatory on how to set up your board and how to farm this. Because, like, you're gonna need all flames to juice, right? It's almost guaranteed that this is going to be, this is essentially them adding scarabs to the game. Like, scarabs are more powerful than scarabs, but it only comes from one place, and it's random. And you can't drop a lot of them either, because like they're gonna, like, drop, like, once out of a blue moon. This is gonna be, like, I don't know. I don't particularly like it when they do this, because that just means, like, groups are going to buy up all the, like, the GG embers when they're found. And then, yeah, they're the only ones that are going to have access to it, because they're going to be too expensive, right? It's always this case. It's fine. I mean, it is what it is, but you already know exactly what's going to happen, because that's what always happens. They're just too rare.
Veiled orbs have been renamed to Veiled Exalted Orbs. Their functionality is unchanged. Reintroduced Veiled Chaos Orbs, which reforges a rare item with new random modifiers, including a random Veiled modifier. Safehouse leaders now have a chance to drop Veiled Chaos Orbs. The Safehouse rewards have also been completely rebalanced. Happy interrogating. The Betrayal Scarab of Intelligence has been renamed to Betrayal Scarab of the All Flame. It now provides 75% increased number of monster packs substituted by all flame embers in area. All of the crafting bench recipes normally granted by unveiling items are instead now unlocked through maps on the Atlas. Similar to normal crafting bench modifiers, these modifiers must now be unlocked by interacting with one of the recipe objects that can be found near bosses in map areas. There are 41 new recipe objects which unlock Veiled modifier crafting recipes on your crafting bench. Some Veiled modifier crafting recipes have been combined with pre-existing recipe objects that unlock normal crafting bench modifiers. You are no longer required to speak with Jun to unveil your items. You can now right-click or use Circle B on controller on a veiled item and simply select the modifier you wish to unveil. Removing all rivalries in the Immortal Syndicate is no longer an option offered when deciding what to do with defeated Syndicate members, though there is a new option to remove all rivalries in the current division. Bargaining with Immortal Syndicate members can now give multiple scarabs and veiled items, but fewer currency items.
Yeah, I mean, like Mark already showed that there's meat sacks and whatever, right? And you can get 75% number of meat sacks already if this is 150% more meat sacks in a party. And they showed a fucking Bismuth node that gives you an extra mod. So like adding more mods to like beasts, like those things are just like, it's like crazy, right? Like sack beating is gonna be back, but sack beating is hard. Like if you get like giga sacks, it's going to be like really, really bad. It's going to be really, that's it? That's the only player balance in the game?
Player balance. Intensity stacks are now lost every 0.5 seconds while moving, previously every 0.25 seconds. The Arcane Surge buff now provides 20% increased cast speed, previously 10%.
Technically that's a caster buff, so I don't have to dress up as a cat, but that's it? Enjoy constant balance? It's not even a meme? Enjoy consistent balance? Mark? Okay. Skills gem changes. Okay. All right. We'll go through them kind of slowly because this is probably important.
Animate Guardian. Animated Guardians now retain their items when they die. However, if your Animated Guardian dies, you cannot summon an Animated Guardian again in that area, unless that area is a hideout. Bane of Condemnation now has a base cast time of 0.8 seconds, previously 0.6, with a mana cost of 14 at gem level 1, previously 10, scaling up to 27 at gem level 20, previously 20. It now deals 70.8 to 1341.7 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 59.3 to 1075.5. Blade Blast of Unloading now has 5% more damage per blade vortex blade at all gem levels. Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation. If 2 daggers are equipped, each contributes 60% as much added damage at all gem levels, previously 50%. Blade Flurry of Incision now has 180% base attack speed, previously 160%, and 61 to 111% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 58 to 99%. Now has 40% more critical strike chance for each stage, previously 35%. Quality now provides plus 0 to 40% to critical strike multiplier while at max stages, previously 0 to 5% more critical strike chance for each stage.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what Condemnation did. I know Blade Blast of Unloading is played, and it got a buff. They also lost the freaking Scepter Craft, so yeah. Blade Trap of Great Swords now has 147 to 220% effectiveness of added base damage at gem level 1 to 20, previously 120 to 180. Jung loves this thing. This is definitely like, could be playable in like a lot of different settings.
Blade Trap of Laceration can now also be used with one-hand axes. It no longer has 40 to 59% more damage with bleeding at gem levels 1 to 20, and now has bleeding inflicted by this skill deals damage 50% faster at all gem levels. Now has 180 to 260% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 140 to 180%. Quality now provides bleeding inflicted by this skill deals damage 0 to 10% faster, previously plus 0 to 20% more damage with bleeding. Blade Flurry now has 68.2 to 125.1% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 60.6 to 111.2%, and now has 25% more damage with hits and ailments for each stage, previously 20%. Quality now provides 0 to 20% more damage while at max stages, previously 0 to 5% more damage with hits and ailments for each stage.
Okay, but I know these are big buffs to Laceration because it's got its base damage like freaking giga buffed, right? It went from 180 to 240 and it got the faster bleed. I don't know if this is a really big buff because the 20% more damage with bleeding was kind of big for quality. And like the quality got nerfed like significantly. Is it even like that big? But the faster bleed is good though because it bleeds constantly, right? It definitely is gonna help, right? Because you don't care about bleed duration. They buffed Blade Flurry, but like why the fuck would you want to play Blade Flurry in Path of Exile 1? It's freaking when like 100 million better skills exist.
Blade Vortex of the Scythe now has a base cast time of 1.2 seconds, previously 0.8, a mana cost of 14 to 36 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 10 to 26, and 300% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 200%. Now has a base duration of 0.8 seconds, previously 0.6, and now deals 32 to 48 physical damage at gem level 1, previously 22 to 32, scaling up to 1353 to 2030 at gem level 20, previously 902 to 1353. Quality now provides 0 to 20% more physical damage, previously base duration is plus 0 to 0.2 seconds.
You can break this. I forgot how you do it, but there's a way to generate like a big amount of damage with it. With duration scaling. I need to remember, but it did get a base. It's a huge buff, right? It's like 50% base damage plus 20% more physical from quality. So it's pretty big, but like it's got its freaking duration included from the base duration thing. And I think reducing the duration is how you do damage with this. I forgot how we do damage with this skill. There is a way though. I'll figure it out. Let me think about this. I definitely remember, it's been like over a year, right? So no, you don't want to increase duration. You want to constantly recast it. Okay, I think it has to do with when you cast it, there's like an initial hit that goes, and then the timing hit is what you want to do. So like if you reduce it to a certain point, you're gonna like you can get like 2 timing hits and the initial cast hits for 50% more damage or something. It's something like that, if I remember correctly. It's just like it's some bullshit, right? Well, I'll freaking remember and I'll figure it out.
Body Swap of Sacrifice. Explosion now deals base fire damage equal to 19 to 29% of the minion's maximum life at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 15 to 24%. Quality now provides explosion deals base fire damage equal to 0 to 5% of the minion's maximum life, previously 0 to 4%.
Well, someone in chat will be happy that they got like a little bit more damage, but shit, man. All right, let's see.
Blight now deals 5.9 to 421.5 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 5.9 to 351.9. Blight of Atrophy now deals 5.9 to 421.5 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 5.9 to 351.9. Blight of Contagion now deals 9.7 to 837.6 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 9.7 to 704.3. Debuff can now have up to 6 layers of damage, previously 5.
Yeah, Chaos Dot is DOA one more time. Ain't no way you're freaking playing Chaos Dot with those numbers. Like there's no fucking shot. There's no shot. It's so fucking like shit.
Bone Shatter of Carnage. Pulse now has 20% increased area of effect per 0.1 second of stun duration, up to 400%, previously 15% increased area of effect. Quality now provides 0 to 20% more damage against stunned enemies. Previously Pulse has 0 to 5% increased area of effect per 0.1 second of stun duration, up to 400%. Burning Arrow of Vigor now has 75% attack speed of base, previously 70%, and a mana cost of 7 to 13 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 8 to 14. Now deals added fire damage equal to 21 to 32% of maximum life at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 15 to 24%.
I mean, it got a huge flat buff, right? That's pretty huge, significant amount of freaking a significant flat buff. But I don't know. I think this is still really hard to build at least start, even with this. But it's pretty significant. It definitely could be played. I think Dan played this at a certain point, but it wasn't like the greatest. The attack speed is definitely nice, right? And it's definitely like better, a lot better. But
Carrion Golem of Scavenging. Golem's Leap, Empowered Cascade and Multi-Strike skills now do 20 to 25% more damage. Quality now provides minions regenerate 0 to 3% of life per second, previously 0 to 2%. Crackling Lance of Branching now has 240 to 330% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 190 to 260%. Crackling Lance of Disintegration now has 260 to 360% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 220 to 300%. Cold Snap now has 220 to 390% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 220 to 320%. Now deals 34 to 51 cold damage at gem level 1, unchanged, scaling up to 1717 to 2575 at gem level 20, previously 1440 to 2160. Now deals 28.5 to 2259.5 base cold damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 28.7 to 1895.4.
I mean, like, I agree with the buffs. I don't think they can overbuff these skills too much. Maybe this is an underbuff, but at the same time, if they didn't make any endgame, like, changes to these builds, like a unique to give them, like, 200% more damage, scaling off something like what they did with slams in the helmet, or I think Ben made that helmet, so there's no way they would make a helmet like that. But even without that, there's no way these skills are playable in the game. Or they're playable, but they're just gonna be garbage again, right? They're just like no one's gonna want to play them because why would you want to invest 5x the currency for like half the build?
Contagion now deals 3.4 to 281.5 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 3.5 to 235.9. Contagion of Subsiding now deals 10.1 to 1531.3 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 10.3 to 1279.2. Contagion of Transference now deals 5.4 to 821.7 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 5.6 to 686.9. Cyclone now has 68.2 to 125.1% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 60.6 to 111.2%. Now has 30 to 20% less movement speed at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 30% less at all gem levels, and 15% increased area of effect per 0.1 meters additional melee strike range, previously 10% increased. Quality now provides 0 to 5% increased area of effect per 0.1 meters additional melee strike range, previously 0 to 10% more movement speed.
They nerfed Cyclone? No way, dude. That's so butt-ass, dude. Man, that sucks. They do realize the only reason, like, people even use Cyclone now is when they use it, like, with a skill that also gain damage with quality, so they could use Enhance with, like Dialas or something, so they can, like, reduce the damage to their Cyclone so they can move fast, right? No, it's not the same. It's not the same. Because Cyclone has 0 fucking movement speed reduction when you like build it right. Now it's fucking super dead. It's just slow all the time.
Cyclone of Tumult now has a 180% attack speed of base, previously 160%, and 68.2 to 125.1% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 60.6 to 111.2%. Now has a mana cost of 4 at gem level 1, previously 5, scaling up to 5 at gem level 20, previously 6. It also now has a maximum of 5 stages, previously 6, 25% more attack speed per stage, previously 20%, and 15% increased area of effect per 0.1 meters additional melee strike range, previously 10%. You now gain stages every 0.4 seconds while channeling, and lose stages every 0.4 seconds while not channeling, both previously 0.5 seconds.
That is not what I wanted to see.
Death Aura, granted by the Death's Oath unique body armor, now deals 1250 chaos damage per second at gem level 20, previously 1000. Detonate Dead of Chain Reaction now deals 6 to 8 fire damage at gem level 1, previously 9 to 13, scaling up to 287 to 431 at gem level 20, previously 469 to 704. It now has 65% effectiveness of added damage, previously 100%.
It's already dead, guys. That is so crazy, man. That is so crazy. I don't even know if anyone played DD last league. There's a few people. That's fucking nuts, bro. Like, why are you guys nerfing casters? Bro, do they not see, this is why the people who are doing balance, I think they're just giga cooked. They don't even realize what state the game is in. Like, you can go down the list of like freaking like 20, 30 builds and you won't see a single goddamn caster because all of these things are just so cooked already. And they're like, oh, let's go nerf some of these skills even more. Like, who the fuck is gonna play them? That's nuts, though.
Discharge of Misery now has 210% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 180%, and has 20% more area of effect per charge removed, previously 15%. Now deals 25 to 75 lightning damage per power charge removed at gem level 1, previously 21 to 63, scaling up to 234 to 701 at gem level 20, previously 195 to 584. Now deals 40 to 60 fire damage per endurance charge removed at gem level 1, previously 33 to 50, scaling up to 374 to 561 at gem level 20, previously 311 to 467. Now deals 40 to 60 cold damage per frenzy charge removed at gem level 1, previously 33 to 50, up to 374 to 561 at gem level 20, previously 311 to 467.
It's crazy, dude. You guys are gonna make fun of me for saying this, but Mark literally just sat in on stream and said, we're making like the maps that he's making from a thing are like T16 and a half, sometimes better than T17s or harder than T17s. Like, do they not realize how bad stuff like ED is in T17s? It's like borderline unplayable garbage because you don't have any defense. Like, you don't do any damage, and I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like they should really like playtest their shit because some of it is just like pure garbage.
Divine Ire now has 50% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 45%, and now deals 19 to 29 physical damage at gem level 1, previously 17 to 25, scaling up to 253 to 380 at gem level 20, previously 203 to 305. The beam now deals 250% more damage with hits per stage after the first, previously 240%, and deals 105% more damage with ailments per stage after the first, previously 100%. Divine Ire of Disintegration now has 130% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 90%, and now deals 38 to 56 physical damage at gem level 1, previously 32 to 48, scaling up to 491 to 737 at gem level 20, previously 394 to 591. Now has a base cast time of 0.26 seconds, previously 0.22 seconds, and a mana cost of 4 to 6 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 3 to 5.
I don't know. People play Divine Ire totems, right? But like some people play Divine Ire totems. I haven't seen a self-cast build played. The last time I remember someone playing self-cast was freaking Manny, and he was like, I'm gonna play self-cast Divine Ire, and after like 5 hours of playing this, he said this is the worst thing I've ever done with my life, and then he like switched to play, he went to go play Lightning Strike or something. I think that's the last time I saw someone play Divine Ire. No, I'm not even joking. He like literally switched off the build after like hours.
Divine Ire of Holy Lightning now has 65% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 60%, and now deals 27 to 40 physical damage at gem level 1, previously 22 to 33, scaling up to 353 to 529 at gem level 20, previously 271 to 406. The beam now deals 140% more damage with hits per stage after the first, previously 120%, and deals 90% more damage with ailments per stage after the first, previously 80%. Essence Drain now deals 12 to 18 chaos damage at gem level 1, unchanged, scaling up to 926 to 1389 at gem level 20, previously 776 to 1164. Now deals 42 to 2170.2 base chaos damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 42.2 to 1818.1. Essence Drain of Desperation now deals 12 to 18 chaos damage at gem level 1, unchanged, scaling up to 926 to 1389 at gem level 20, previously 776 to 1164. Now deals 91.14276.1 base chaos damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 91.6 to 3959.4.
What? Okay, it does 90, this is a typo. It deals 91.1 base damage to 4,276 base chaos damage, right? That's barely a buff. That's not even 10%. That's a typo. It's like, it's poo-poo. I mean, Essence Drain of Desperation on traps was like okay, but it definitely wasn't good. It wasn't even good 2 weeks ago when we played it, so yeah, it's not going to be very good. Again.
Essence Drain of Wickedness now has 330% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 310%, a base duration of 1 second, previously 1.9, and now has regenerate 1% of debuff damage's life, previously 0.5%. Now deals 22 to 33 chaos damage at gem level 1, previously 20 to 30, scaling up to 1591 to 2409 at gem level 20, previously 1409 to 2133. Now deals 26.5 to 1274.9 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 23.5 to 1129.3.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Like, if you have to think about it like this, right? In Settlers League, we lost EB. We lost an aura from EB from Divine Blessing. And these buffs don't even like restore the damage that Caster had before the league. And they were already shit. Right? Like in Necropolis, they were shit. Like none of these skills were good. And so like they're still under and they're still like even more nerfed than what they were in Necropolis because the builds lost like all their defensive aspects of it, right?
Exsanguinate now deals 23.4-1334 base physical damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 23.4-1121. Exsanguinate of Transmission now deals 26.2 to 1494.7 base physical damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 26.2 to 1256.1. Eye of Winter of Finality now has 80% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 70%, a base cast time of 0.9 seconds, previously 0.8, and a mana cost of 16 to 30 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 14 to 26. It now fires 16 shard projectiles in a spiral when the projectile ends, previously 12, and deals 24 to 36 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 21 to 32, scaling up to 361 to 541 at gem level 20, previously 315 to 473. Quality now provides projectiles continuously gain damage, up to 0 to 20% more damage by the time they dissipate, previously plus 2 shard projectiles in a spiral when projectile ends.
So Eye of Winter of Finality got buffed slightly. Eye of Winter of Transience now has 120% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 100, a base cast time of 0.7, previously 0.8, and a mana cost of 13 to 23. Okay, but it didn't get the base damage buff. Fire Trap now deals 27.7 to 2,566 base fire damage per second. They nerfed RF? Oh, come on. Why the fuck would you nerf RF? They already dealt like no damage. That's sad. I mean, to be honest, like as long as they don't nerf RF, right, it should be like okay, because then you can just use like freaking Penance Mark to do damage.
Flame Blast of Celerity now has a base cast time of 0.3 seconds, previously 0.25 seconds, and a mana cost of 7 to 12 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 6 to 10. Now has plus 0.7 meters to radius per stage, previously plus 0.5 meters, and 220% more spell damage for each stage, previously 165%. Quality now provides 0 to 40% more spell damage for each stage, previously plus 0 to 0.2 meters to radius per stage.
I mean, Flame Blast of Serenity got buffed. Not bad. Not bad. Is Exsanguinate good? Yeah, Exsanguinate got like 20% more damage, more dot damage. Now ask yourself, what's 20% more of 0?
Flame Dash of Return now has 190 to 340% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 150 to 270%, and now has 0 to 19% increased maximum travel distance at gem levels 1 to 20. Now deals 17 to 25 fire damage at gem level 1, previously 14 to 20, scaling up to 1501 to 2252 at gem level 20, previously 1201 to 1802. It also now deals 10.6 to 938.3 base fire damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 9.4 to 834.1. Quality now provides 0 to 20% chance to scorch enemies, previously 0 to 40% increased maximum travel distance.
Wait, Scorch? Scorch?
Flame Surge of Combusting now has 310% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 280%, and Burning Ground now deals 50% of fire damage per second of inflicted ignite, previously 35%. Now deals 44 to 65 fire damage at gem level 1, previously 40 to 59, scaling up to 1374 to 2062 at gem level 20, previously 1249 to 1874. Quality now provides Burning Ground deals 0 to 15% of fire damage per second of inflicted ignite, previously 0 to 10%.
Is Combusting like more playable now? I think so. It got a little bit of a damage buff, and the Burning Ground is like kind of big damage now. And it got this freaking buff. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Firestorm and Meteors. What is Firestorm and Meteors?
Firestorm of Meteors
What are you guys
now
saying
has
in my chat?
310 to 410% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 280 to 370%, and deals 117 to 176 fire damage at gem level 1, previously 107 to 160, scaling up to 1824 to 2735 at gem level 20, previously 1658 to 2487.
Frostblades. Projectiles now deal 30% less damage with hits and ailments. Base Frostblades got nerfed. Frostblades of Catabasis now has an effectiveness base damage of 86%. Guys. It's okay. It's every league. It is literally every league, dude. 9, I don't even know how many leagues, dude. Every league they nerf the starter, dude. It's like a tradition for PoE to nerf the starter, dude. Every league, dude. Dude, it wasn't even, okay. Was it a little good? Yeah, it was a little good. But, like, did it deserve, like, half damage? Come on. Did it really deserve half damage? Like 20% maybe? Half? That's so sad. That is so sad, dude. Oh, man. These guys, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck they're smoking, man. Bro, like, guys, it went from 409 to 240, bro. 240! That's like...
Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice now deals 20% of your maximum energy shield as base chaos damage, previously 15%, and has take 50% of maximum energy shield as chaos damage, previously 40%. Frost Bomber forthcoming now has 200 to 370% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 170 to 310%, and deals 9 to 14 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 9 to 13, scaling up to 1668 to 2502 at gem level 20, previously 1391 to 2086.
What is this?
What? This skill was not good.
They don't know.
I think there was a misunderstanding here. What?
They just don't know how good it was. They just didn't understand how good it was. Like, GGG hit it, like, as hard as they hit, like, Penance Brand of Dissipation because they knew how good it was. Okay, not as hard, but you know, you guys get the point. Like, they thought it was a broken skill. No, if GGG... No, listen to this. Listen to this. If GGG hits the skill by 40%, they thought it was a broken skill, right? Is this not true? They don't cut the skill in half if they didn't think it was utterly broken. No, that's not true. I played plenty of stuff in the past that they didn't cut in half. But they had to think that skill is utterly broken because of the interaction. No, regular Frostblades didn't even get nerfed that much. They only nerfed the clear on normal Frostblades. They didn't even nerf the single target because the single target on Frostblades is not a projectile damage. It's a melee. It goes to a melee part into a projectile part. So for single target, their damage didn't even get nerfed. Yeah, it's fucking completely dead. Holy fuck, bro. That's crazy. A lot of people who never played the build, they just don't really understand how good it is. It was like one of the better freaking quality of life builds I've like played in a long time in PoE. But it is what it is. I'm sad. I didn't even get to play that build for more than a league, bro.
Galvanic Field of Intensity now has 210 to 350% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 190 to 320%, and deals 4 to 79 lightning damage at gem level 1, previously 4 to 72, scaling up to 203 to 3858 at gem level 20, previously 176 to 3350. It now fires a beam every 0.2 seconds, previously 0.3, and can target each enemy only once every 0.7 seconds, previously 0.8.
How did fucking Frostblades get nerfed by like half its damage and they left Hex Blast alone, bro? Come on, bros. Like, are you gonna, like, I'm playing some fucking Hex Blast. Fuck this shit, bro. This is some fucking horse shit, like half damage? Come on, man.
Glacial Cascade of the Fissure now has a base
Ruetoo,
critical
dude,
strike
fuck
chance
this.
of 6%, previously 5%, and now has
I'm not playing
140
that
to
garbage.
160% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 110 to 130%.
Fissures is okay. It's a decent buff, but the base damage of Fissures didn't go up though. It's kind of shit. Yeah, it's like okay. Like Glacial Cascade Fissures is actually like a half decent skill. You need so much AoE though for it to like be good. Like unless if you're like into Pyro Charge stacking, like the skill isn't just like not very great. You need like I forgot what the raw number was, but you needed like an X number for it to like overlap correctly.
Hexblast of Havoc now has a base radius of 2.5 meters, previously 2.8, and 370% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 310%.
Guys, what skills got nerfed this league? TD, Fire Trap, and Frostblades? Oh my god, dude. So far.
Holy Flame Totem can now target enemies 33% further away to match spell totems. Holy Flame Totem of Ire can now target enemies 33% further away to match spell totems. Now has 90 to 128% more projectile speed at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 50 to 88%. Quality now provides 0 to 40% increased consecrated ground area, previously 0 to 40% more projectile speed.
Hell yeah. Consecrated ground. That's nice, dude. I'm gonna be using my fucking Holy Flame Totem, dude. Hell yeah. Ice Crash of Cadence now has 100% attack speed base, previously 90, and a mana cost of 7 to 10 at gem level 1 through 20, previously 8 to 11. Now provides gain 0 to 20% physical damage as extra cold damage, previously 0 to 15. They buffed slams? We're all gonna be playing slams next league? It's over, dude.
Ice Nova of Deep Freeze now has a base radius of 2.8 to 3.2 meters at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 2.6 to 3, and now freezes enemies as though dealing 300 to 490% more damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 200 to 390%. Quality now provides freeze enemies as though dealing 0 to 80% more damage, previously plus 0 to 0.3 meters to base radius. Ice Nova of Frostbolts can now expand from up to 2 Frostbolt projectiles, previously 4, and no longer has 25% less area of effect when cast on Frostbolt. It now has a base radius of 1.8 to 2.2 meters at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 2.6 to 3 meters.
Karn, shut the fuck up, Karn. Why did they always do this to me? Like, someone has to have it out for me, right? Like, pre-league buffs, fucking half the skill on my builds. Like, someone really, like, dislikes me over there, bro. I need to find out who. Because this is ridiculous. Like, how are you going to cut my build in half? They didn't even do that to, like, fuck. When's the last time they nerfed the skill in half, bro? It's over, bro. I don't even know. I have to play a new skill now, man.
Incinerative Expanse now has a base cast time of 0.25 seconds, previously 0.3, and a mana cost of 3 to 5 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 1 to 6. Quality now causes Final Wave to deal 0 to 150% more damage with hits, previously 0 to 100%, and 0 to 80% more damage with Ignite, previously 0 to 50%.
Okay. Incinerative Venting now has 55 effectiveness with added damage at all gem levels, previously 50, and a maximum of 15 stages, previously 12. Now deals 3 to 5 fire damage at gem level 1, unchanged, scaling up to 228 to 342 at gem level 20, previously 207 to 311. Quality now provides 0 to 3 maximum stages, previously 0 to 2. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty decent buff to these skills, though. I'm not going to complain. They really need it, but is it enough? I don't know. Infernal Cry now has a mana cost of 15 to 19 at gem level 1 through 20. Previously, they went out of their way just to make Infernal Cry cost more mana? Man, come on, bro, dudes, come on, man. What am I gonna play, guys? I'm gonna play. Wait, Lightning Conduit. That's what I'm gonna play, dude.
Lightning Conduit of the Heavens now shocks enemies as though dealing 20 to 39% more damage at gem levels 1 to 20.
Okay.
Lightning Strike. Projectiles now deal 50% less damage with hits and ailments.
Wait, that's it? No fucking shot. They nerfed Catabasis more than they nerfed fucking Lightning Strike. That's fucking crazy. No, like with Return, it got nerfed quite a bit, right? Arcing also lost 50% less projectile damage. That's freaking, this is fucking nuts. Oh man. What is this league, man?
Lightning Tendrils of Eccentricity now releases a stronger pulse every 5 pulses, previously 6. Lightning Tendrils of Escalation now has a base cast time of 0.35 seconds, previously 0.23, and a mana cost of 1 to 7 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 1 to 5. Now has 150 to 290% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 80 to 150%, and deals 1 to 11 lighting damage at gem level 1, previously 1 to 6, scaling up to 150 to 2858 at gem level 20, previously 86 to 1633.
That's a huge buff, but yeah, that's huge, right? But they made the cast time slower though. They made the cast time slower. Man, they better have hit the skill like. If Catabasis got a bigger nerf than Zenith, I'm gonna be pissed.
Molten Strike. Projectiles now deal 60% less damage with hits and ailments, previously 50%.
Okay, that's
Molten
nothing.
Strike of the Zenith. Projectiles now deal 60% less damage with hits and ailments, previously 50%. Every fifth attack, projectiles now deal more damage with hits and ailments, previously 800%. Are you guys
kidding me? Yo, GGG needs a new fucking. They need to hire some fucking PoE players to make some freaking balance changes, bro. This is horrendous. That's horrendous. This skill is like this is horrendous. Yeah, I know it's alive because it barely lost anything, bro. It barely lost anything. That's no, it didn't get nuked for shit, bro. Bro, if you cut that skill's damage in half, they didn't even cut the damage in half. Even if you cut the damage in half on that skill, it's still like fucking like more damage than anything in the game. You realize that, right? It's just like, it just fucking feels a little shitty to play.
Perforate of Bloodshed. Now creates 6 spikes, previously 5, and deals 99.2 to 282% attack damage of base at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 86.3 to 245%. Quality now provides 0 to 20% more damage with bleeding, previously creates +0/1 spikes. Perforate of Duality. Now creates 5 spikes, previously 3. Quality now provides 0 to 5% more damage while in Blood Stance and 0 to 20% more area of effect while in Sand Stance, previously creates +0/2 spikes.
Wait, isn't Perforate of Duality kind of good? I swear the skill, like, I swear I've played it before. It now creates 5 spikes. Wait, so does it create 7 spikes total now? If you just spam it? Isn't it? What do you mean? It has two from thing, and it creates 3. Oh, quality changed. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, so they just moved the quality onto the thing, and they gave it a little bit more damage, so it didn't really get that much. My bad. I'm stupid. Oh, so it's like whatever. It was like whatever. Power Siphon now has 90 to 105%.
Power Siphon now has 90 to 105% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 140 to 159%, and now has an attack speed of 150% at base, previously 115%.
Hey, Power Siphon got less of a nerf than Frostblades. What's up? Hey guys, Power Siphon, less nerf than Frostblades.
Power Siphon of the Archmage now has 60% effectiveness of added damage, previously 100%, and now has an attack speed of 150% of base, previously 115%.
I mean, that's not too bad. Is that even bad? It lost of its damage, but it gained a bunch of attack speed. No, but for his build, it's like a slight nerf. It's not even that bad, because if he was like a minor, like if it's a minor build, you would lose a lot. But his is a totem build, right? Oh yeah, you lost a bunch of shock actually. It's not like the most terrible nerf. I mean, like, what's worse? Getting your build nerfed 20% or losing half of its damage? Like half. Fucking half of its damage. What the fuck, man?
Purifying Flame of Revelations no longer has +0 to 0.2 meters to radius. It now has +0.5 to 1.1 meters to radius of consecrated ground at gem levels 1 to 20, previously +0 to 0.6. Shockwave now deals 110% more damage, previously 90%. Quality now causes Shockwave to deal 0 to 30% more damage, previously 0 to 20%.
I wanna cry. I wanna play this game. I keep nerfing my weak starter in half. Like, they went out of their way to put a cast time on Vortex, and now they're cutting my build damage in half every league. I don't even play the game anymore. Oh no, guys. Oh,
Raise Spectre
so
of Transience now has a base cast time of 0.6 seconds, previously 0.7, and a mana cost of 11 to 20 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 12 to 23. Minions now have 800 to 1180% increased critical strike chance at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 1000% at all gem levels.
Reap now has deals 100.2 to 1741 base physical damage per second, up from 1463.3. What? I don't. Do you see a Corrupting Fever? Did you see Corrupting Fever? We're in ours. Did you see Corrupting Fever? I didn't see Corrupting Fever, bro. This shit is caca,
Reap
bro.
now deals 120.2 to 1741.3 base physical damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 120.2 to 1463.3. Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion, now grants 15 to 25% more cast speed at gem levels 1 to 20. Scorching Ray. Additional debuff stages now add 80% of damage, previously 60%. Quality now provides fire exposure applies 0 to -5% to fire resistance. Previously additional debuff stages add plus 0 to 10% of damage.
Wait, Scorching Ray got nerfed too? No, it didn't get nerfed. It was like, okay, it's like slightly buff. Yeah, now all the ARF builds have to play Scorching Ray. And they just got a channeling buff too, right? So, like RF didn't even get nerfed. They just have to play Scorching Ray now.
Scorching Ray of Immolation now deals 40.1 to 2343.7 base fire damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 32.4 to 1893.9. Scourge Arrow now has 48.7 to 65% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 39 to 52%. Thorn Arrows now deal 60 to 50% less damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 50% at all gem levels.
Fub Gun got buffed! Scourge Arrow got buffed! I got nerfed! Bows buffed! I can't believe this.
Shield Crush of the Chieftain now has a base attack time of 0.9 seconds, previously 1 second, and a mana cost of 7 to 12 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 9 to 15. Now deals 8 to 12 added fire damage per 15 armor on shield at gem level 1, previously 7 to 10, scaling up to 16 to 24 at gem level 20, previously 13 to 20.
I still don't think this is very playable. Guys, what are we gonna... You know what? Hey, at least I got past the P's, and Poisonous Concoction of Bouncing did not get nerfed. Thank the fucking heavens, I still have one goddamn build left to fucking play. They could have nerfed everything to the ground because they certainly didn't buff anything. They didn't bounce. They didn't buff anything, right? Like none of these spells are worth playing after. Like, bro, like, are we having fucking Lightning Strike League for like the 90th league in a row? Like, honestly, are we just literally having Lightning Strike? It's just gonna be slams and Lightning Strike. Oh, it's fucking ass, bro.
Siphoning Trap now deals 16.5 to 908.2 base cold damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 16.9 to 760.7. Soul Rend now deals 180.9 to 3149.4 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 180.8 to 2642.5. Soul Rend of the Spiral now deals 180.9 to 3149.4 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 180.8 to 2642.5.
Wait, that's a huge buff to Soul Rend. Okay, it's not really that huge. It's still 20%. Never mind. I misread the number. It's 20%. Spellslinger now has a base mana reservation of 20% at all gem levels, previously 30 to 25. Wait, that's kind of good. Wait, Spellslinger leveling? That's kind of okay. You can fit like you can fit like 3 spells on Spellslinger now to level, right? Because before, like 30% is a lot. You have to remember, like 20% the power difference, the difference between 20% and 30% is quite a lot when you factor in like freaking support gems. It's a 50%. It's a freaking 50% freaking buff. It's quite a bit. You now have enough mana to like play like a slinger starter. That's pretty good. Splitting steel projectiles can no longer return? Who the fuck hates me at GGG? Which one of you guys fucking hate me? Just fess up. Just come to my DMs. Just be like, Rue, I fucking hate your guts. I'm gonna gut all your builds. Fuck that. Come on, man. Bro, this skill fucking sucks now. What is this skill gonna do? They do realize the return was like 8x damage, right? So, like, can you guys just delete this skill instead? Like, just delete it in game and just make a new skill because it's like, it's so fucking bad. Like, you might as well just not have it in the game. I'm gonna be honest. You might as well just not have it in the game because nobody will ever play the skill ever again. It's like unplayable garbage. Spinning steel of ammunition. Projectiles can no longer return. Hey, Stormburst got a buff. Yeah, that's not bad. Look at this.
Stormburst Now has a base cast time of 0.2 seconds, previously 0.25 seconds, and a mana cost of 2 to 4 at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 2 to 5.
Bro, I feel like whoever is doing the balance, like I feel like he like had ChatGPT like fucking balance this, and all the fucking AI program did was see whatever got played the most and fucking like just nerfed everything and then like buffed everything that was not played by like 20%. I feel like AI did this. I legit feel like AI fucking made this freaking buff thing. Like, I'll bet you, like, if I ask AI what skills need to be buffed and what skills need to be nerfed, all of these skills come up. AI would do better? Oh, I don't know, man. Like, legit.
Summon Chaos Golem. Golems now grant plus 17% to chaos damage resistance at all gem levels, replacing the 3 to 5% additional physical damage reduction golems previously granted at gem levels 1 to 20. Golems also now grant plus 10 to 16% to damage over time multiplier at gem levels 1 to 20. Summon Chaos Golem of the Maelstrom. Golem's Maelstrom skill now inflicts significantly more with the stacks to enemies within the area. Quality now causes minions to have 0 to 20% increased effect of withered. Previously minions have 0 to 20% chance to inflict withered on hit.
Hold on, guys. I need a break. Guys, I got some chopsticks. I'm about to chopstick myself in the nuts. I feel like I need to provide some pain to myself because reading these has been more pain. I feel like I should hit myself in the nuts with these chopsticks a few times. It's been pretty painful reading these patch notes. I'm being honest. It's been pretty painful.
Summon Flame Golem. Golems now grant 20 to 29% increased damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 15 to 20%, and golems now also grant 20% increased area of effect at all gem levels. Summon Flame Golem of the Meteor. Meteor skill now deals approximately 30% more damage. Summon Ice Golem. Golems now grant 40% increased critical strike at all gem levels, previously 20 to 30% at gem levels 1 to 20, and golems now also grant plus 132420 to accuracy rating at gem levels 1 to 20, replacing the 20 to 30% increased accuracy they previously granted. Summon Lightning Golem. Golems now grant 10% increased attack and cast speed at all gem levels, previously 6 to 9% at gem levels 1 to 20, and golems now also grant 7.3 to 18 mana regenerated per second at gem levels 1 to 20.
What? Wait, that's kind of insane. Wait, 18 flat regen is like insane. What? And you get 10% attack speed? Wait, that's kind of insane.
Summon Raging Spirit of Enormity. Minions now have plus 40 to 78% to critical strike multiplier at gem levels 1 to 20. Quality now provides 0 to 10% more minion movement speed. Previously minions have plus 0 to 40% to critical strike multiplier. Summon Reaper of Eviscerating. Quality now causes minions to have 0 to 20% chance to aggravate bleeding on targets they hit with attacks. Previously 0 to 20% minions attacks have 0 to 20% chance to inflict bleeding.
Wait, they buffed all the golems? Wait, they buffed Gazzy's build? Summon Skeletal Mages now have a 20% chance to inflict their respective elemental ailment? Gazzy got buffed. I got nerfed. Gazzy got buffed. Stone Golem now grants 20% increased defenses. That's pretty good too. Wait, they nerfed Frostblades in half and they left Volcanic Fissure alone? Are these guys like fucking crazy? Bro, who the fuck made this? Bro, I didn't think they could do worse than last league, and apparently they did. They actually did worse than, like, last league was one of the worst balance leagues of all time, and they one-upped it, bro. They actually managed to do worse than last league. That is crazy, man. They nerfed the 406 skill in half, and then they left the 900 skill alone? Oh my god, I have to leak start fucking slams?
Void Sphere of Rending. Now has a base radius of 2.4 meters at all gem levels, previously 2.2 meters, and pulses every 0.25 seconds, previously 0.3 seconds. Quality now provides plus 0 to 0.5 seconds to base duration, previously plus 0 to 0.2 to base radius. Vortex now has 130 to 210% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 130 to 170%. Now deals 48 to 72 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 49 to 73, scaling up to 933 to 1399 at gem level 20, previously 779 to 1169. Now deals 115.6 to 2772.8 base cold damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 116.1 to 2316.1. Vortex of Projection now has 130 to 210% effectiveness of added damage, previously 130 to 170%. Now deals 48 to 72 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 49 to 73, scaling up to 933 to 1399 at gem level 20, previously 779 to 1169. Now deals 57.7 to 1386.4 base cold damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 57.9 to 1158.1.
Yeah, but cock vortex, cock projection sucks though, because like it doesn't get the double hit from like spell echo, and it you need GMP for this. So like if you freaking like if you like freaking Lancing Steel this build, like on Inquisitor, like you lose a whole fucking link from whatever, because you need to go like, you need Lancing Steel, Frostbolt. Wait, Lancing Steel, Frostbolt, GMP, Vortex of Projections, and fucking increased crit. Like you're not gonna do enough damage, I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, I guess it did get like a pretty huge boost. It's not even that much. It's like 20%. It's still pretty shit. I mean, I guess everything is kind of shit except for melee, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. Winter Orb now has an effective added damage of 80%, previously 60. It now deals... Wait, did Winter Orb get nerfed? What am I reading?
Winter Orb now has 80% effectiveness of added damage at all gem levels, previously 60%. It now deals 39 to 49 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 30 to 37, scaling up to 360 to 450 at gem level 20, previously 270 to 337. It now has a maximum of 8 stages, previously 10, with 30% increased duration per stage, previously 25%. It also now has 125% more projectile frequency while channeling, previously 150%, and 20% increased projectile frequency per stage, previously 15%.
Wait, is that a nerf? No, it's not a buff. Okay. It got a 25%. Am I really calculating this? Okay, so when it's not fire, it has a 125 more project. So it took a nerf here while channeling, but it got a 20. So it's 8 stages, 5 times 8, it's 40. That's like barely anything. Quality gives it stages? No, it doesn't, because it got 2 less stages, bro. So it's maximum 10 instead of maximum 8? There's no way. This is still fucking entirely fucking garbage, bro. Look, okay. Wait, you guys can't see this. Wait, sorry, stupid. I'm on the wrong monitor. Okay, so it was 337 times like 33%. It's close enough, right? 33.3 or whatever, right? And then, so it got that buff, and again, but this is more, and this is increased frequency. I don't fucking know, man. Okay, this is a complicated skill, because increased frequency, this is from your cast speed, right? And this is per stage based on your cast speed, but this is the more multiplier on top while you're channeling. And it lost 25% of more to get 40% increase based on your cast speed, but then it lost 2 stages. This is, I don't know. I'm gonna guess this is a 20% buff. What are you doing here, Ty? Don't come here, I'm mad. Don't get out of here, I don't want you. I don't want anyone. Bro, how the fucking volcanic fissure snaking dodge fucking nerfs and fucking, this is like absolute freaking dog caca of a fucking balance patch. Absolutely the worst. I can't even imagine it being worse than what they did. None of the shitty skills are gonna be played because none of them got buffed enough. There was no defensive buffs or casters. Oh man, this is like, the league is about to be ass in terms of balance. It's gonna be pretty much the same league as last league. It's gonna be the exact same league as last league, but even with less builds. Maybe the Ascendancy passives will be better. I don't know, man.
Vaal skill changes. Vaal Blight now deals 6.5 to 778.8 base chaos damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 6.5 to 651.1. Vaal Cold
Settlers
Snap
got extended?
now has
Pretty
290
much.
to 420% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 350% at all gem levels. Now deals 45 to 68 cold damage at gem level 1, previously 46 to 69, scaling up to 1872 to 2807 at gem level 20, previously 1571 to 2356. Now deals 37.6 to 2924.2 base cold damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 37.8 to 2454.5. Vaal Cyclone Now has 15% increased area of effect per 0.1 meters additional melee strike range, previously 10% increased. Quality now provides 0 to 5% increased area of effect per 0.1 meters additional melee strike range, previously 0 to 10% increased area of effect. Vaal Lightning Strike now has 75% effectiveness of base and added damage at gem level 1, previously 114%, scaling up to 177% at gem level 20, previously 237%. Vaal Reap now has 300 to 480% effectiveness of added damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 310 to 420%. Now deals 114 to 171 physical damage at gem level 1, previously 115 to 172, scaling up to 2160 to 3240 at gem level 20, previously 1186 to 2828. Now deals 178.4 to 3375.2 base physical damage per second at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 179.1 to 2946.2.
Am I crazy for thinking this league is the exact same league as last league? You're gonna have slams, you're gonna have LS, you're gonna have Molten Strike of the Zenith. None of the spell builds are fucking good. You just lose. You lose Power Siphon, you lose Frostblades at league start, and everything else is the same. There's no way casters are good this league, bro. Like, how are you gonna build? There's nothing here. Okay, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Support gem changes. Okay, here's guys. Here is the juice. Okay, this is what's gonna make all the difference in the world. The changes to support gems. Here we go.
Support gem changes. Arcane Surge. Supported skills now deal 14 to 35% more spell damage while you have Arcane Surge at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 10 to 25%. Arcane Surge now grants 30% increased mana regeneration rate and 20% increased cast speed at all gem levels, previously 30 to 58% and 10 to 20% at gem levels 1 to 20 respectively.
Casters buffed!
Archmage. Supported skills now gain added lightning damage equal to 10 to 16% of unreservedly 10 to 19%.
No, but they buffed Arcane Surge. No, they didn't. Bro, look at Bro, you guys are fucking crazy, dude. Oh, they nerfed the regen. Oh, wait, they nerfed Arcane Surge. Wait, did they nerf Arcane Surge? Am I crazy? Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. No, it's still better. They nerfed the mana regeneration. So they buffed the cast speed, they nerfed the mana regeneration, and they got more damage. But Archmage itself got less damage. This is not, dude. It went from 19 to 16. That ain't all right, whatever. Awakened Spell Echo has cost reservation multiplier of 140, previously 150. No longer causes supported skills to do 10%. Literally got buffed, bro. This is a bigger buff than this. What a nerf. Awaken Unleash now has a cost and reservation multiplier by 140%, previously 150. Skills now deal 35 to 33% less damage, while recurring, previously 40 to 38. Decay support, God, the decay support now deals. Decay support now deals 123 chaos damage per second for 8 seconds previously. But decay it's not even good anymore. You can't even use it with like a lot of stuff that makes decay good. Because they fucking nerfed decay. No, it's not even good. They nerfed this like a while ago where like the duration doesn't even scale anymore or something. I remember this. I played decay like a few leagues ago and it was garbage. I forgot what they did to it. I can look at it in the change logs, but Greater Spell Echo now has I don't like this, dude. I don't like this.
Infused Channeling. While channeling a supported skill, you now take 12% less damage from hits, previously 8%. Intensify now has a cost and reservation multiplier of 130%, previously 140%. Supported skills now deal 12 to 16% more area damage with hits per intensity at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 10 to 14%.
Not bad. Okay. Can someone just end me, guys? Can we just end my life, dude?
Pinpoint now has a cost and reservation multiplier of 130%, previously 140%. Supported skills now deal 19 to 10% less projectile damage at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 25 to 16%. Returning projectiles now has projectiles from supported skills deal 70 to 66% less damage with hits and ailments while returning at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 70 to 61%. Sacrifice. Supported spells now sacrifice 20% of your current life when cast to gain added chaos damage equal to 35 to 54% of sacrificed life at gem levels 1 to 20, previously 25 to 44% of sacrificed life. Spell Echo. Now
Wait,
has a
BB got
cost and
buffed.
reservation multiplier of 140%, previously 150%. No longer causes supported skills to deal 10% less damage.
All right, guys. What did this do to the meta? Let me think. So Archmage is still GG. None of the other skills are like even close to being playable. We're the exact same meta as last league, except minus Frostblades, minus Power Siphon, and so far. All right, let's see. Ascendancy changes. Surely this will change the meta.
Ascendancy Changes. Berserker the Defy Pain Ascendancy passive skill has been reworked. It now causes you to gain Defiance for 10 seconds on losing life to an enemy hit, no more than once every 0.3 seconds. It also causes you to gain 3% of missing unreserved life before being hit by an enemy per Defiance, and causes you to lose all Defiance when you reach 10 Defiance. The Blitz Ascendancy passive skill has been replaced with a new notable, Gore Dancer, which grants 30% of your life leech is instant. Requires Aspect of Carnage. The Flawless Savagery Ascendancy passive skill has been replaced with a new notable, Ancestral Fury, which causes your strike skills to also target the previous location they were used.
What? What did they do? Wait, you lost blitz charges? Okay, wait. Defy Pain, it has been reworked. Now it causes you to get Defiance for 10 seconds on losing life to an enemy hit, no more than once every 10 seconds, okay? It also causes you to gain 3% of missing unreserved life before being hit by an enemy per Defiance. It causes you to, so it's like a stacking DOD? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's basically like a ramping Defiance of Destiny. This looks really good. Wait, did they just buff a Volcanic Fissure of Snakings like as a build by a lot? Because now I got DOD and it has multi-hit defense and it has the best skill in the game and it has 30% of your damage is instant leached? No? So wait. So Blitz no longer exists, but it comes like here. So you take 40% more damage and 10% increased damage taken to the 30% instantly. And Ancestral Fury is just a hit where this is just Ancestral Fury. 40% with Mastery? Yeah. But are you really going to take the Mastery once you have 30%? Like 30% is going to top you off no matter what. Like if you attack fast enough. Okay, maybe you still take Mastery. Yeah, Berserker's kind of good, to be honest. Wait, isn't Berserker just really, really good next league? Oh my god, we're all gonna fucking play Berserker, Volcanic Fissure of Snaking, man. That gem's gonna be like fucking 500 divines at league start. Wait, the Fortitude Ascendancy now causes you to have your maximum fortification, previously 15, and nearby allies count as having fortification equal to yours. Wait, that's kind of good. The Unstoppable Hero Ascendancy no longer causes nearby allies to count as having fortification equal to yours. What? It now grants 3% more armor and evasion per fortification above 20 and 30% increased attack speed for fortification above 20? Wait, Champion got buffed? Wait, that's kind of insane. How high can you get fortification? Like 60? But it's not all the time. You get a base 20, right? Steadfast is 1, 2, 3, 6. You don't take this. Wait, where's the other fortification? No, there you get 10 from gloves, and then 1 is from a chest thing. No, you don't. The rest is from Legion jewels. No, there's no amulet. Oh yeah. There's amulet from endurance charges, right? So you can get 36 plus. Let's say if you get 10 endurance charges, 46. And then, no, the ritual helmet no longer exists. Wait, champion's kind of good. I mean, you're getting, okay, so if you get gloves alone and amulet, it looks like this, right? It looks like this. But you need to stack frenzies though for replica badge, not endurance. So you're a right side build, but I guess you're a champion so you can get the Slayer node later. Hi, Lily. Lily, I'm sad. Are you gonna cheer me up? Can we become better friends and you cheer me up? Because I'm fucking depressed. They nerfed all my builds and I'm honestly just depressed. Gross? What, how is that gross? I just asked her if we can become, oh my, guys, am I gross? I'm not gross, right? I'm just sad. Bro, I got dumped for calling someone a George. And you guys are just weird, bro. She already left. That's just all she ever does. Doesn't. Guys, okay. Wait. So, like, let's say if we get 10 frenzies, and we take this, and we take Celestial. But what's the armor node? It's 10 fortifications on Celestial, right? That's, okay. Let's say I'm 10 frenzies, or if okay. I can only get 7 frenzies at start, so let's just go 7 plus, this is 26 plus 36 plus 7 is 44. That's still good enough. What is the armor mod? I forgot. It's like fortification on focus, right? Yeah, you have this, but that's not even it. Wait, but this is what frenzy charges. I don't want to include this. I'm not gonna have this for a long time. Where can I see fortification? I can't even see it. Yeah, I'm not doing Beacon of Madness no matter what. There's something on chest, isn't there? I'm not stupid, right? It's fortification. It's a freaking veiled mod. It's like 10 on focus. It's not even that bad. It's a lot of damage reduction. It's okay. I like this. I mean, okay. Let's say you get to 46. Okay, let's just say you get to 46, right? That's still 26 times 3. That's fucking crazy. That's 78% more armor and more evasion. That's kind of good. And you have 46% less damage taken. And you get.
Looks mid. What is this? Quinn's Merc is gonna do more damage than him. Rage baiting ass motherfuckers. God damn it. Suck my dick! Alright, boys, until next time. Peace.
Wait, that's not bad, dude. I think new champion is good. It's honestly good, right? You just need a little bit of gear to get to this point. But Celestial Brace is 46 attack speed if you have 46 fortification, and you get 26 times 3. 26 times 3 plus 46. That's 124 attack speed plus adrenaline. Worthy Foe Ascendancy no longer requires Conquer, and now it has U-Taunt on hit. Wait, you don't even need accuracy anymore. And you get the damage increase, but you still need a little bit of accuracy at the start because, unless if you attack fast. If you attack fast, you don't really need accuracy. Yeah, you can get both this and adrenaline and this, but you just don't have the aura node. But the aura node's kind of good, right? Let me see. What else? Conqueror Ascendancy passives has been replaced with new Worthy Cause Notable. That grants having a place banner does not prevent you from gaining valor. Wait, a banner build? Nah, there's no way. We're not playing no banner build, bro. God, no, I'm not playing no banner build. Yeah, but like, here's the thing, right? If we league start champion, I mean, you still want this because you still, like, if you're playing Perseverance, you still want freaking armor evasion. You still want freaking whatever, right? But that means your fucking Merc is gonna be so fucking like tanky, isn't it? Your Merc is gonna be fucking insane. You're like armor, you're like Grace Determination, like he has 4, and you're gonna be so tanky too. It doesn't matter how much ass it is. It doesn't matter because you're getting more fucking armor and evasion, so you're multiplying whatever ass you get. No, you're not playing we're not playing CF, bro. Your mom's playing CF. That skill is dead. Guys, here. I'm gonna tell you about the new meta right now. Champion Fortify Stacking Lightning Strike. Oh shit. New build, boys. Lightning Strike for the 10th league in a row, boys. Hell yeah. Yo, I think I'm gonna play some Champion, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Champion is looking kind of sweet. Stack some Fortify, stack some freaking Frenzy Charges. Pop off, bro. All right. Let me see what they did to Guardian, dude. The Harmony of Passive Ascendancy bonus has been reworked and now causes you to gain a random shrine buff every 10 seconds. Shrinking? The Unwavering Faith Ascendancy passive has been reworked. Now grants you 50% increased reservation efficiency of skills. It's okay. But like shrinking without all the supports is kind of like shit, man. It doesn't even have another notable that's like, I don't know. It kind of needs like other notables in front of it to make shrinking good. This is okay. This is okay. It's not like insane, guys. It's an ascendancy point, bro. It's an ascendancy point. It's okay, right? It's not great. It's not like insane or anything. It's like good. It's like usable. I don't think this is very playable still. It's definitely okay. Hierophant, the Sanctuary of Thought Ascendancy no longer provides 25% increased mana reservation efficiency of skills, or 50% less mana cost of skills. It provides 1% mana per second? Oh, what we're gonna do is everyone's just gonna slam, bro. There's nothing else to play, bro. It's the Slammer League, bro. I'm just playing Volcanic Fissure Snaking Champion. That's all I'm gonna fucking do. It's literally Slammer League. Added a new Shrapnel Specialist Ascendancy passive, which causes projectiles to have a 50% chance to return to you. And projectiles can be fired in random direction. Bro, you know what I'm doing? I'm playing Saboteur Splitting Steel. Oh, wait. Darn gosh, a second. I can't do that anymore. Wait, we're playing some Saboteur? I mean, it's time to play some LS Saboteur, bro. LS Saboteur? Sounds good to me. Explosive Expert Ascendancy passive skill has been replaced with a new notable Calculated Risk, which causes your critical strike chance to be lucky and you're dead. Bro, did they know that when they put this note in Gambler, everyone fucking skipped it because it was fucking utter garbage? Did they realize that? Like, can you guys go on your Faricia freaking play sheet and can you go to that node? I'll bet you it's like 0.1%. There is no way anybody clicked that node. If they clicked that node, they just lost it. Wait, why did they add abuse skills with no range? Name them. Go, Samwise. Go, Samwise. I'll bet you Frodo would have put his dick in your ass 11 times before you tell me what skill has no damage range. Oh, we just had this. I only know because we just had this, right? And we're trying to make a build from Duelist using that node to see what's good. And everything came out to be like pretty much as caca. I'm not even kidding. F5? Do I F5 right now? I'm missing a line. Okay. Oh, the Bomb Specialist Ascendancy now has hits have a 30% chance to deal 50% more area damage, previously 20% chance, and 30% chance to deal, and 30% chance to take 50% less damage. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. Okay. I mean, okay, this is not that bad. This is honestly not that bad of a node, right? Honestly, it's not that bad. It's just not great because I don't know like what else is like abusive with projectiles at the moment. Like what is this really good with now? Now, you can't really play freaking Magma or whatever because it has no defenses. Shut up, we're not playing Lightning Strike, dude. The Lightning Strike got fucking nerfed by this. By a lot, right? Pro Class Mines is not that good with this. Spark can't even return, you dipshit! Ah! Where'd you come from, PoE 2? Okay, Blazing Salvo Miner. I don't even think it works like that. Blazing Salvo with random fucking directions is fucking garbage. It doesn't even like work correctly. EK? Did you just EK? Did you say EK? You know, after Mark said that he's gonna restore EK to his former glory, it's been bugged for like 3 leagues where it doesn't even return, right? The only way EK returns to you is if you use an all-quality gem or you have to hit a wall because it's been bugged for 3 leagues. So it doesn't even work, my dude. It's still bugged. Well, I mean, last we played it was bugged. All right, good old Trickster. What good gifts did Trickster get, guys? What did Trickster get?
Trickster, the Polymath Ascendancy passive skill now provides 2% more damage for each different type of mastery you have allocated, previously 3%. The Escape Artist Ascendancy passive skill now provides +4 to evasion rating per 1 maximum energy shield on equipped helmet, previously +5, and +1 to maximum energy shield per 8 evasion rating on equipped body armor, previously +6.
What? I guess we're playing more Trickster again. Same exact meta. Trickster LS. Here we come. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm not playing Trickster LS no matter what. I'm not playing Trickster's League no matter. I don't want to play the same shit again. I'm going to play something else. I don't care what I'm playing, but I'm going to play something else. I don't care. Elementalist. Okay. So Elementalist got something good, right? Guys, Elementalist is going to be good. I have faith.
Elementalist, the Shaper of Storms Ascendancy passive skill no longer has 25% more effect of lightning ailments you inflict with hits if the highest damage type is lightning. It now has shocks from your hits always increase damage taken by at least 25%, previously 15%.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The Shaper of Winter Ascendancy passive skill no longer has 50% more effect of cold ailments you inflict with hits for which the highest damage type is cold. Chills from your hits always reduce action speed by at least 15%, or your chills can reduce action speed by up to a maximum of 40%. Instead, it now causes enemies chilled by your hits lessen their damage dealt by half of chill effect, and enemies chilled by your hits have damage taken increased by chill effect.
But you don't always chill anymore. It's a combination of the Surfcaster node. Yeah, it's like okay. Wait, it does. Wait, it says. Oh no! It says Shaper Winter no longer has 50% more effect of cold elements you inflicted with hits for which the highest damage is cold. Chills from your hits always reduce action speed by at least 15%. Let me see. Let me see what it is. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe you guys are right. Oh, it still has all damage can chill. It's still good then. It's still good. It's still good. Dude, that means Elementalist just has even more nodes to take, man. That's kind of good. I mean, like, why the fuck would you take this node now when you can... That doesn't make sense either. Like, isn't Shape of Winter just better than Shape of Storms no matter what? Like, I guess you can take Shape of Storms and have like a non-ailment effect and go to 50 instead of 30. But then but this reduces your damage taken and they're chilled. Oh man. This node is so much better than this node. What? Shaper of Flames no longer has 25% more damage with ignites you inflict with hits for which the highest damage is fire. Instead, it causes enemies ignited by you to convert 40% of their physical damage to fire. Wait, that's also kind of good. Wait, Elementalist got so many buffs. Wait, this is insane with the belt, isn't it? What's the belt called? It's Comms, right? Comms Binding? Yeah, bro. Wait, am I playing Elementalist? No, this one doesn't work. Wait, this one doesn't work. Wait, does it not work? Oh, maybe it's defense? No, it doesn't work. What's Pyroclast? Both of these can work. Try Physical? Maybe it just doesn't work in PoE. No, it doesn't work. No, Cloak in this is multiplicative. No, they're different interactions. The Cloak is for you. This is for the monster. The problem with this whole thing, the problem with this node has always been, before you hit the guy, you might just get destroyed. So, like, once you hit them, you're okay, right? I mean, you lose 25% more damage on Elementalists, which is kind of shitty because, like, they're kind of, like, shitty in terms of damage already, especially Ignite is not the greatest. Ignite builds what? Yeah, like, I mean, you can kind of solve it by playing, what's it called? Herald of Thunder or something? But Herald of Thunder doesn't spread unless you kill him. I don't know. I don't know what you would solve this with. It's definitely not Ballistas, right? Wait, is this gonna try to play freaking EA on Elementalist now? Wait, Elementalist got a lot of buffs, bro. Fulcrum Elementalist can work too. But Fulcrum is like a T1 unique, dude. You can't get that at League Start, bro. That's like way down the line. And you need to have like Ignite immunity, which means you need freaking like Giga Boots to work on Elementalist. It's not gonna happen. Just use Radiant Grief? Alright, okay, my dude. Like, PoE 2 is that way, bro. The Liege of the Primordial Ascendancy now grants 2 maximum number of summon golems, previously 1. And summon golems are immune to elemental damage. What? Am I playing Jolems? Be honest, I haven't played this shit forever. No, the problem with the Eviscerate Elementalist is like this isn't even like good until like you hit them. And this doesn't do anything until you hit them. So you're just gonna run around and you're gonna die. These are all conditional defenses based on you hitting them. Yeah, that's the problem with all of this crap. Yeah, 180% increased buff effect for so you get cast speed, attack and cast speed. You can get increased defenses, and then what else? The Elemental Ascendancy passive has been replaced with a new notable. What is the Elemancer? Oh, is it the Golem node? This thing? Which grants 66% increased mana reservation efficiency of Herald skills. 66% increased Herald skills buff effect? I mean, that's okay. But Auto Bomber is so, like, bad right now, too. Like, how do you make Auto Bomber good? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Yeah, but you get increased buff of Herald skills by 100%. Okay, Herald of Ash is no longer good. So it has to be a physical skill because only Herald of Ash and Herald of whatever affects physical skills, and lightning and freaking thunder and ice are like barely any flat in the game because they haven't been buffed in forever. No, Hoag sucks without levels. No way. I mean, playing Elementalist BV with like Sacrifice, but like Sacrifice is chaos, bro. Like none of the other, like you can play Shaper of Storms and Shaper of Winter with Sacrifice, but like what are you gonna do? Play Sacrifice freaking BV with Elementalist on with these two nodes and freaking Golems? That doesn't make sense either, because like Sacrifice is not good with Heralds either. No, but you lost this node. You lost this. You lost 25% increased buff effects by your golems per golem, right? Did you lose that, or am I stupid? Yeah, you lost that. You only get 2 golems now, and your golems are immune to like you don't get the buff effect. So your golems is like it's like a 1-pointer, but it's good 1-pointer though. Still 100 on the first node. Yeah. I know that. But do you mean you lose auto summon? No, I'm pretty sure it still has auto summon. All it said was Liege of the Primordials now grants 2, previously 1, and grants. I'm pretty sure it just adds it on, right? It's not going to remove the 100, and it's not going to remove the auto summon. It just replaced all this is set. All this node. Okay, this node says 100% increased buff of. Increased buffs granted by your golems. Summon golems are resummoned every 4 seconds after being killed. +2 the maximum number of summon golems, and 100% or golems are immune to elemental damage. That's what it should read. Correct? That's a loaded node. Yeah, it's loaded like motherfucker. For 2 points, it is crazy. It is absolutely. But all the elementalist nodes are crazy though. Like this node is good. This node is good. Well, the Elementor node, I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like Shaper of Winter is crazy good. Shaper of Flames is good too. This node is really, really good, and this node is really, really good. I don't even know how you do damage on Elementalists without these 2 nodes. I'm gonna be honest. So if you take golems, like what else do you take? Like Winter? Like, but you have to take Flames because you need to ignite. So your options is either to take like Liege or Winter, and you're still like in the same like boat of conditional defense that doesn't do anything, and you're just gonna get hit, and you're gonna die. And no, your Maul build got nerfed, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's an overall nerf for Maul, isn't it? Because you lost the 25% more damage here, and you're taking a golem build. You're taking like a golem node, which is like, I don't know, maybe slightly better, but it's not going to be enough to like give you the 25% more damage. You're probably going to be defensively a little bit better. And Maul like takes so long to hit, like you're probably never going to have the defense of this. Like you're still going to get owned sometimes. What's the best build? Oh, God, dude, I wish I knew, bro. Anyways, we're just examining stuff, dude. Okay, let's see. There are additional passive tree related to both caster and cold damage we're still finalizing. Check back soon? Oh, boy.
Passive skill tree changes. The elemental mastery that caused hits to have a chance to treat enemy monster elemental resistance values as inverted now has a chance of 15%, previously 25%. The leech passive mastery that previously provided 10% of leech is instant now has a value of 5%. The Link passive mastery that granted elemental ailments are inflicted on you instead of Link targets has been replaced with a new mastery that causes enemies in your Link beams to be unable to apply elemental ailments. The Wand passive mastery that granted unnerve enemies on hit with wands has been replaced with a new mastery that provides 25% increased mana reservation efficiency of skills supported by Spellslinger. There are additional passive skill tree changes related to both casters and cold damage that we're still finalizing. Check back soon.
Okay, maybe there's some new builds. I still think they're gonna be relatively weak though. I think they're gonna be relatively weak compared to like whatever the fuck we have.
Unique item changes. The balance of Terra unique jewels, you are unaffected by freeze if you've cast Frostbite in the past 10 seconds, now correctly grants unaffected by freeze, instead of immunity to freeze. The Bitterbind Point unique shield now has 50 to 100% increased spell critical strike chance per raised spectre, previously 40 to 50%. It no longer has 30 to 50% increased spell damage. The Cane of Kulamak unique staff can now rarely be found with 4 veiled modifiers.
Hey, that's kind of insane.
The Devouring Diadem unique helmet no longer provides +1 to level of socketed gems. The Ephemeral Edge unique sword now has attacks with this weapon have added maximum lightning damage equal to 10 to 15% of player's maximum energy shield, previously 20%. Existing versions of this item can be made worse using a Divine Orb.
Guys, how did every like tier, like S tier build from lastly get nerfed like 20%, and Frostblade's got fucking its damage cut in half? How is this reality? How the fuck is this reality? Yeah, you guys are so hilarious, bro. You guys are so hilarious. I'm fucking sad. Can we just all freaking cry together?
The Mercenaries lot unique gloves are no longer part of the core drop pool, and can instead be found equipped to certain mercenaries. This unique now also has 8% of damage from hits is taken from marked target's life before you. The Nadir mode unique
What?
duel now causes spells to have 30 to 50% increased critical strike chance per intensity, previously 30%. Existing versions of this unique can be updated to the new values using a divine orb. The Queen's Hunger unique body armor's triggered offering skills are now triggered in a set order, rather than random every time. The unique
Well,
no
that's
longer
good.
provides 5 to 10% increased cast speed. The Ralakisha's Impatience unique boots now have one of either. Counters having maximum number of endurance charges, counters having maximum number of frenzy charges, or counters having maximum number of power charges. They now also have 15 to 25% increased movement speed and immune to corrupted blood. Existing versions of this unique are unaffected by these changes.
Rip Relikish. It's still insanely good. They're okay. They're okay. They're definitely not insanely good anymore. They're like okay. They're definitely like still usable of an item. Okay, I'm gonna say they're still pretty much they're pretty like in a lot of cases they're probably still like a I don't know, a really good item. What would I like compare it to in the game? I'll be like they're not 1C. I'll bet you these boots are still gonna be like multiple divines. I'm gonna predict on day 3 of the league these boots are gonna be 5 divines. Is that a good prediction? I think they're gonna be 5 divines on day 3. No, it's not. 10 divs for endurance. I mean, endurance is good, but yeah. Endurance will be good. Frenzy will be good too. Power will also be good. They're all going to be good because power still relies on it to use to, or frenzy still, it's still going to rely on frenzy for the badge builds, right? Because the badge builds don't get frenzy charges. So, and then the frenzy ones will also be good for like snake bite builds for poison. And endurance builds are going to be good for the orange builds. And so the power ones are probably going to be the worst, right? No, power is going to be shitty. I don't think people are going to use that shield anymore once freaking, because like the frenzy is going to be better. Maybe you could still use the power one. They're still usable. I'm going to say that day 3, they're going to be 5 divines. They're not OP like they are, but it's definitely still good. Mercenary lot, I don't know what this means. Can be instead found on certain mercenaries. Equipped unique now has 8% of damage from hits is taken from Mark's life target before you. So like the boss does damage to himself. So I mark him and he does damage to himself. Is that what happens? It's like okay. I wonder if this is a part of the mark effect, because they could have coded it as a part of the mark effect. And then it's like really crazy on like Deadeye, right? And with tattoos, because then you would just get a huge amount of damage reduction. It could be they have like potato coding all the time, right? Or they could code this as mark effect. That needs to be tested. You guys know they do that shit all the time, so I don't even need to explain it to you guys. But the damage is a joke. Mercenary lot? It's like okay. What do you mean? I don't even think it's that bad. Is it? It's not even that bad. You get like some attack and cast speed and 50% increased damage on mark target. That's not even that bad, but it's a glove slot. But shitty unique gloves are good on glove slots because like they have good freaking, they have +1 frenzy on and they have like a curse for poison and base crit, right? It's like shitty unique gloves are really good because they have really good corruptions. What do you mean it won't be corrupted? Yeah, I know. You could just corrupt them yourself. Oh my God. What the fuck do you think your items are just gonna drop corrupted? What is wrong with you guys? You guys come from fucking PoE 2? Where you hit your shrines? They can be rare, only drops from mercs? And that's fine. And that's fine. They're not bad. I don't think they're bad. Is that... Okay, guys. If a unique pair of gloves has... If a unique pair of gloves has 9% attack speed, 450 evasion rating, 50% increased damage against marked targets, and 8% less damage taken, you categorize that item as a bad item? That's a decent item in PoE. It's a pretty good item. Anything with less damage taken? No life? Bad item? I fucking hate some of you guys. I hope some of you guys I hope you guys go out tonight and find the girl of your dreams at a bar and she tells you she loves you and you go home with her and you find out she gave you AIDS tomorrow. I don't want you to die from the AIDS because it's like you can take medication now to not die from AIDS, but I still want you to have it because that's all some of you guys deserve. Are you stupid? We don't go out? It's a joke, guys. Okay, all right, let's see what the rest of this is. Dude.
Item changes. The Divination Scarab of Plenty now causes an area to contain 3 additional packs of Divination-touched magic monsters that have 1000% increased chance to drop Divination cards, previously 800%. These additional packs now display Divination Touched underneath their health bar to distinguish them from other monsters. The Titanic Scarab of Legend now has a limit of 1, previously 2, though only 1 would have applied. There are additional changes to Scarabs that we're still finalizing, check back soon. The drop chance of Orbs of Regret has been lowered. This chance has been distributed across the other currency items that can drop. Weapons and armor with multiple attribute requirements now have a lower chance to roll attribute modifiers. Life and mana leech modifiers on equipment items and jewels now roll as suffixes instead of prefixes. This does not affect items with existing prefix leech modifiers. Scepters, staves, rune daggers and wands now roll attack modifiers less often. War staves and attack daggers are unaffected by this change.
Guys, what do you think is going to win the race? Either Slams or Trickster? What do you guys think is going to win the race? Slams might just die.
Staves now roll a higher tier of increased mana regeneration rate, scaling up to 105% at the highest tier. Crafting bench modifiers for increased mana regeneration rate have also been updated to be higher on 2-hand weapons. Resistance modifiers can no longer roll or be crafted on weapons. Synthesized implicit resistance modifiers no longer roll on weapons. Increase the values on life granted per enemy hit weapon modifiers, and added 4 more tiers which scale into endgame. Reduced weightings of these modifiers so the chance to see a modifier of that type is unchanged. The highest tier modifier grants up to 30 life per enemy hit. Increase the values on life granted per enemy killed weapon, jewelry, gloves and quivers modifiers, and added 3 more tiers which scale into endgame. Reduced weightings of these modifiers so the chance to see a modifier of that type is unchanged. The highest tier modifier grants up to 110 life per enemy killed. Increase the values on mana granted per enemy killed weapon, jewelry, gloves and quiver modifiers, and added 3 more tiers which scale into endgame. Reduced weightings of these modifiers so the chance to see a modifier of that type is unchanged. The highest tier modifier grants up to 50 mana per enemy killed.
Wait, okay, this might be the best change they made in a long time. It's honestly, like, it's gonna help you, like the slammers for suffixes do like wonders. It's gonna do wonders for them, right? And this is kind of insane too for vulture rollers, because there were so many of them. 30 life gain on hit isn't like terrible, but you definitely don't want to roll that still as a suffix. This is poo-poo. This is poo-poo too. It's like okay, but I don't think 110 mana or life or life gain on kill is gonna be like really that great. Especially when you have nodes, like a single life node on your tree will give you life on kill instead, or freaking mana on kill, right? Whereas like this, you have to take a whole freaking slot. No, I don't think they deleted vultures. They're in Kurak now.
The chance to ignite, chance to freeze, and chance to shock modifiers on staves, scepters, and wands have had the values they provide increased. They now have up to 55% chance on staves, and 40% chance on scepters and wands. The Redeemer's prefix modifier on influence helmets for physical damage taken as cold damage no longer has higher than expected values, compared to the fire and lightning equivalents on other helmet-based types, which also resulted in the elevated version having lower than expected values. The Veiled and Crafting bench modifiers that granted area of effect and area damage, projectile speed and projectile damage, and melee strike range can now roll on gloves instead of amulets. Existing items are unaffected. The Veiled and Crafting bench modifiers that granted area of effect and level of socketed area gems, projectile pierce and level of socketed projectile gems, and melee strike range and level of socketed melee gems can no longer roll on gloves, though are still able to roll on helmets.
Wow.
Existing items are unaffected. The hybrid added elemental damage Veiled and Crafting bench modifiers can now roll on amulets, in addition to rings, shields, and quivers.
That's a pretty big nerf to like Spark. They lost like gem levels. I don't know what else used gloves for gem levels for like endgame gloves. I think it's just Spark, right? Oh, you can't get negative projectile speed? Oh. Well, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you can't get negative projectile speed on reflected amulets anymore for Molten Strike. It's okay, they still gonna do like giga damage, okay? At least they didn't freaking like freaking billion damage builds got nerfed like 20% this patch, bro. And poor fucking Frostblades got fucking cut in half. Like, stop it.
Divination card changes. The following divination card has been temporarily disabled. Avian Pursuit. Existing divination cards cannot be turned in currently. The Bargain Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards a Flawless Breachstone. The Mare Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards the Light of Meaning Unique Jewel. The Monochrome Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards a Valdo's Puzzle Box. The Somebody's Wisdom Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards a Corrupted Tabula Rasa with 2 implicit modifiers. The Squandered Prosperity Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards a Corrupted the Light of Meaning unique jewel. The Underground Forest Divination card has been re-enabled and now awards 10 grand Eldritch Ichors.
All right, guys, I think the rest of this you guys can like read. It's just all freaking dookie. All right, you guys can take care of the rest of yourself. I'm beat. I'm sad. I'm leaving. I will see you guys tomorrow for new build. Bye. Ban. Oh my god, dude. Really? What the